On this day, America made a promise to every person who would ever live here, a promise written down, legally binding that no government could take away. Stay with me, because the story of how we got these protections involves a crucial mistake, a stubborn Virginian, and one man's determination to keep his word. September 17, 1787, Philadelphia. After 4 months of heated debate, 39 delegates signed the new United States Constitution. It's a brilliant document creating a framework for government that will influence democracies worldwide. But 3 men refused to sign it. One of them is George Mason from Virginia. He's not being difficult, he's terrified, because this beautiful new Constitution is missing something critical. It doesn't protect individual rights. There is no Declaration of Rights, Mason warns the other delegates. The people's liberties aren't secured. The other delegates think he's overreacting. The Constitution itself limits government power, they argue. Why state the obvious? Besides, they're exhausted. They want to go home. It's a massive mistake. As soon as the Constitution is sent to the states for ratification, the criticism explodes. State after state demands amendments protecting individual rights before they'll agree to join this new union. North Carolina and Rhode Island flat out refuse to ratify until a Bill of Rights is added. The whole project is in danger of collapsing. Enter James Madison. He's a Federalist who supported the Constitution as written. But Madison is also pragmatic, and he made a promise. He told Virginia and other states, "Ratify first. I'll add the protections you want afterward." Now he has to deliver. In June 1789, Madison stood before the first Congress with 17 proposed amendments. He's studied every concern raised by the state conventions. He's read George Mason's 1776 Virginia Declaration of Rights. He's crafted language that protects people without weakening the federal government. But here's the thing. Congress doesn't want to deal with this. Some think they have more important work. Others actively oppose limiting federal power. Madison has to navigate between indifference and hostility. Through sheer persistence, Madison gets Congress to approve 12 amendments, not 17, 12. On September 25, 1789, these amendments were sent to the states for ratification. Now comes the waiting game. The Constitution requires 3/4 of the states to approve. At first, there were 11 states in the Union, so they needed 9 to ratify. But then North Carolina joins. Now they need 9 of 12. Rhode Island joins. Now they need 10 of 13. Vermont joined in March 1791. Now they need 11 of 14. One by one, states ratify. New Jersey, Maryland, North Carolina, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Delaware, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont. 10 states. They need one more. And Virginia, George Mason's home state, the state that started this whole conversation about rights, is dragging its feet. The Virginia legislature debates. They failed to ratify in 1789. Now it's 1791, 2 years since Congress sent the amendments. The whole country is waiting on Virginia. December 15, 1791, the Virginia House of Delegates votes. 1791. They ratified 10 of the 12 amendments. It's done. The Bill of Rights becomes part of the Constitution. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, the right to assembly, the right to petition, protection against unreasonable searches, the right to a jury trial, protection from cruel and unusual punishment. These aren't suggestions. They're not guidelines. They're constitutional rights that no government, no matter how powerful, can legally take away. Think about what this means. You can criticize your government without being arrested. You can worship how you choose or not worship at all. You can gather peacefully to protest. You can write what you believe. The police can't search your home without probable cause and a warrant. Every one of these protections exists because George Mason refused to sign a document he thought was incomplete. Because James Madison kept his promise. Because Virginia finally said yes. On March 1st, 1792, Secretary of State Thomas Jefferson officially informed the states that the 10 amendments had been adopted. President Washington had already been told in January. The promise is complete, and it's in writing. One stubborn Virginian, one kept promise, 10 amendments that changed everything. Before you go, think about the promises your family has kept, the commitments that define who you are. Maybe someone in your family stood up for what was right when everyone else said to stay quiet. Maybe they kept a promise even when it was difficult, even when it cost them something. These stories of courage and integrity are your family's Bill of Rights. They're the principles that protect who you are and guide who you become. Have you documented these stories? Do your children know about the time their grandfather spoke truth to power? About their great-grandmother who stood her ground? About the promises kept that shaped your family's character? Rights aren't automatic. They exist because people fought for them, insisted on them, refused to accept anything less. Someone in your family did that too. Someone stood up. Someone kept their word. Someone said, "This is who we are, and nobody can take that away." Write those stories down. They're not just history. They're your inheritance. If stories of courage and principle inspire you, if you want to understand how people created lasting protections for freedom, join the History Sparks community. Subscribe to this channel because every day we explore moments when someone's determination, someone's integrity created something that lasts forever. Hit subscribe. Tomorrow we're uncovering another moment when refusing to compromise changed the world.